Alright, so welcome back to My Team Career mode. Now, last episode in Australia, I redeemed myself from the disasters of Bahrain. I not only got pole position by half a second, but I then went on to dominate the race with a great strategy. Now, today we are heading to Monaco. I have not been to this place since I believe Season 2 in My Team Career mode, so I'm going to be a bit rusty. I'm going to crash a lot, but hey, that's all part of it. Let's go. Right, so we're here in quali, you know the drill, 2 hot laps, let's go. Now, like I said, I have not driven around this place in a very long time, so I'm going to try and go a bit easy, on the easier side I should say. I'm not going to crawl around like a newborn baby, I'm going to give it some, but mainly prioritise not putting it in the wall as I already go off track limits, but don't worry, we'll carry on. Now, I always struggle at this corner, I always brake too much, or as you can see there, too light. But don't worry, we're okay. Oh, and I broke the front wing. Right. Here's a fun idea. Comment down below how many times I will break my front wing. If you guess the answer correctly, I will give you a massive tub of sour cream and onion Pringles, right? Leave a comment of a random number. And if there are people that say that using flashback all the time is very cringe and that if I crash, I should feel the consequences of crashing, if I didn't use flashbacks, these videos would be about 2 minutes long, because I'd crash out of quali, and then I'd go and crash out of the race on lap like 2. I need flashbacks because I crash too much. Right, now into this very tricky chicane part. Let's just, again, take it relatively easy. Now, I have improved through this corner quite a lot in recent times. As you can see, I can sort of swing her in now with a bit of confidence, and then let's try and get close to the barriers, but of course not hitting them. A lot of correction going on, but we are cooking, I think. I don't actually know. Okay, that was a decent banker lap, I can't lie. Let's see. A 1 minute 10.1. I'm going to come across... Okay. A 1 minute 8. Yeah, these My Team Career Mode cars, wow, they are very, very quick. I'm going like 2 to 3 seconds quicker than you're supposed to in like a normal car from like driver career mode. This is actually insane. A 1 minute 8 is outrageous. Oh my goodness, look at that gap. Oh my god. A 1,000th of a second between me and Perez. Wow, that's actually incredible. Right, that means I'm going to have to really pull together a decent lap here. Keep it clean, try and inch out another 10th or 2, and pole position should be mine. Basically a complete repeat of Australia. Let's go. Come on. Right, final run. Here we go. Going to turn 1, we're going to brake a lot later to not go on the track limits. Also get close to the outer wall, and as you can see, we have already found 600ths. Now, I need to brake a bit more and a bit later through this corner, and then a little lift, get around there, try and avoid the outside wall. Little correction, mind the bump, get into the braking zone, don't hit the inside wall, and also don't lose the rear. Straight down to gear 1. That's really nice, that is gorgeous. Okay, a little bit too wide through there, but that's fine. Don't hit the inside wall. That was also a bit wide, but it's still okay. Look at, half a second. Okay, right, I can find way more. Very late on the brakes. Get through here. Avoid the track limits. Don't lose the rear. Nice. And then we're actually going to go for a lift through here. Right up to the barriers. Getting really close. Brake extremely late and not as much. Lots of wheel correction, little bang with the wall, no damage, so we are going to carry on. A little bit wide through there, so I'm going to loosen time, but let's go big through here, do a Max Verstappen, and holy moly, 6/10 of a second.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well
Where's
done.
that come from?
Bring it home.
Where has that come from? 6.5 tenths. What did I cook up in that? What did I cook up in that first sector? Wait, look at this first sector. I was actually way better through the... I was actually better in sector 3 on my first lap. And... wasn't even my sector 1 over, it's my sector 2. That is magical. Wow, there you go. And, I mean, what can I say? It's just, it's me finally being it's a bit like Sergio Perez in real life. I am finally able to drive the car to the best of my abilities. In Bahrain, that wasn't happening because I got the setup wrong. We're here in Monaco, pole position by 6/10. Australia, pole by half a second. And of course, in Monaco, it is crucial that you get pole position. Of course, it's crucial everywhere, but especially in Monaco, if you get pole position, you probably start the race with a 90% chance of victory. So let's get there, get in the race, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, whenever, and let's go! And here we are, Sunday afternoon, 2 PM for the Formula 1 Grand Prix de Monaco 2023. You can see the luxurious boats, they're just copy and pasted. There's nothing special about them, it's literally the same boats. Good job, Codemasters. Good bit of scenery. Right, let's go. Starting grid, we know where we're starting. P1, and I believe Yuki Tsunoda is P7, so he's got some work to do. But, you know, with Monaco, safety car, red flag, weather changes, remarkable strategy, you can still turn it around. Right, so the game actually wants me to go for a medium-hard strategy, which I'm not against, but realistically, the only chance you're ever going to lose your lead in Monaco is basically on track. The only way you can lose it through the pits is through an undercut. But if I'm on the softs and pitting first, that won't happen. It depends what the deg is like, but I am going to go for a soft-medium strategy. And then if it comes down to it, I can always go onto the hards a bit earlier. I can always stay out longer and go on mediums. We'll just have to see what happens. So, Monaco Grand Prix, my second pole position of the season. Can I convert it to my second race win of the season? Let's go. And for the Monaco Grand Prix, we need a good start, which is what I'm known for. And it is a good start. That's a very good start. And we are going to clear Perez. And we are going to go through turn 1, and we are in the lead. Now, Perez is on medium tyres as well. And of course, there's nowhere to overtake on this track, really, so I can just kind of vibe. Like, I don't really need to worry about defending. Maybe a little bit of movement under the braking, and that's about it. Apart from that, I should be good to go. So, now we just vibe, we chill, try not to hit the barriers too much, as we almost do instantly. Warm the tyres up, and go from there. But, you know, that start... Whoa! That was close. Basically, that start is as good as it could possibly be. Right, coming to the end of lap 1, and as you can see, I've already got that 1 second gap to Sergio Perez. And I am cooking. I'm feeling super confident in this car. I feel like I can just swing her into a corner like so, and it just works, apart from the fact I went a bit wide there. But still, you get my point. Car feels great. Right, end of lap 2, and I've managed to build up a near 2 second gap. I am truly doing a Max Verstappen right now. 1 second a lap, come on. And also another benefit is because on this track there's only really 2 or 3 straights, I've basically got infinite ERS that I can just consistently use, which is of course going to give me even more lap time. So yeah, basically everything is working, everything is cushy, and I'm cooking up something foul. Check the tyre wear. The tyre wear is currently at 8% through 3 laps. Ain't horrible. That's like, what, 2.7% a lap? That's really not that bad. Yeah, no, that actually ain't bad at all. I mean, going by that logic, I should be able to do about 12 laps on these tyres before they're truly in the mud. And I need to pit on lap 12. So, you know, that's good. Right, one little concerning thing is that I'm not really pulling away from Perez anymore. In fact, the gap has stayed at like 2.6 to 2.7 for about 2-3 laps now. So, yeah, I don't know. I will say, 27 laps is quite a lot, and my tyres are starting to go off just a little bit. Like, I'm starting to, yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a bit oversteery and also very understeery. I'm getting like a mixture of the two now. Coming on the exit of corners, that's obviously just the rears getting a bit worn, so that's normal. But I'm not sure about the understeer all of a sudden. I'm wondering, do I have very minor wing damage that the game won't tell me about? Alright, Perez has managed to Perez has managed to get that gap down to 2.3 now, which is actually starting to become a bit concerning. Like, he is consistently quicker than me, which is, yeah, not good. I think I am going to stick with the strategy of a lap 12 pit onto mediums, although honestly, depending on, like, the lap times, I might even go in a lap earlier, just because, yeah, I'm not feeling that same confidence I was in quali anymore, let's just say that. Holy shit, I just got so close to the barriers. Hey, yo, someone make a TikTok edit out of that immediately. Grip is now incredibly low, and somehow I managed to extend my gap to Perez, but yeah, the gap is, the grip is really poor now. I mean, I'm approaching the magical 25, and once I get to that area, I'm going to be truly finished, and I've still got to do 3 to 4 laps on these tyres. It's not looking good, bruv, I can't lie. Right, we're at the end of lap 10, and you can see how poorly my lap times have become, because look at the gap, it's gone from 2.6 or 2.5 to 1.92, so that's half a second in that previous lap, purely because my tyres are just gone. I still think I'm safe to pit on lap 12, but yeah, no, this is poor. This is poorer than Thomas Partey's long shots, or James Madison's. Interpret that how you want to. Right, I've decided I'm going for the 12. Let's go. Come on, car. If I can keep that gap just above a second, I should be fine. Right, we're coming to the end of the lap now, and I have managed to keep that gap to about 1.5, 1.6, which should be fine. So, into the pits. Let's try and not break the speed limit. There it is. And into the pits, we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Now, what is going to be crucial is where I come out, although it looks like I might come out in the midst of traffic, which is... that's going to be a big problem. Oh, I'm going to come out in the middle of it. Great. That's great. That's what you want. So I actually come out, yeah, directly in the middle of traffic, and that's a big problem. That is a massive, massive issue. I need to try and dispatch this Aston quick, so let's... Wow, you can't do that! That is terrible from this Aston. Jack Doohan, what are we doing here, mate? And that's probably my lead gone, I can't lie. Yep, that's my lead gone. Bye, lead. Appreciated while I had it. Bro, Doohan, move! Oh, no. My dream Monaco weekend is being ruined by a back marker. Oh, Doohan, you left me like no room there, mate. Okay, problem. Did Perez pit? No, he's still out. We still have a chance. I just need to do the best outlap I've ever done. I need to turn into Michael Schumacher. Here we go. I tell you what, I'm cooking right now. I've caught Guan Yu Zhou by 1.5 seconds on this lap so far, which is very promising. Piastri pits. Perez stays out. So we get another chance to catch up everyone. As you can see, the gap is 14 seconds. Yes, the undercut has worked. I can actually get out way ahead of Perez, and because I've got that extra lap, I can now, like, get even closer, have a bigger lead, but of course Perez is going to be on them soft tyres, but the crucial thing is, I will come out ahead. Nice. Well, actually, well, I won't come out, but when he pits, I'll still... You know what I mean? Shut up. Right, so Sergio Perez pit... What? Wait. No. That can't be right. Perez has just pitted and put on the hard tyres for 11 laps. What? Okay, McLaren just threw really bad. Why have they done... Whoa! Why have McLaren done that? That's like a Ferrari or Mercedes strategy special. That's the we are checking special. Although, to be fair, we don't get we are checking anymore because Leclerc's engineer got... Well, he didn't get sacked. He got moved on, didn't he? changed departments, and now we've got someone called like Bozzy or someone, whoever he is, I don't know. So no more we are checking. This is so sad. Yeah, horrible throw from the McLaren pit crew and strategy team. Don't know why I'm blaming the pit crew. They don't really have a say over it, do they? But fact of the matter is, I now have a 10-second lead, and then there's Perez behind on hard tyres. Now, the hard tyres should be quicker than the mediums after like a couple more laps, but he has to catch me and then pass me, and let's be honest, it's Monaco, so yeesh. Zhou Guanyu pit, so I am now back in the lead. Lovely stuff. Right, lap 18 now, and as you can see, my gap to Perez is extending, because I believe he's actually in a little tussle with a Wassa. Could be wrong, but, you know, you can see the gap has extended by about a second since Perez pitted. So, yeah, McLaren really throwing away a potential win, maybe a second as well here, with a horrible, horrible strategy. Why would you ever do 16 laps, 17 laps on medium tyres, and then do 12 on hards? Like, how does that make any sense? Oh! What? We have a safety... What? Why do we have a safety car? No one stopped. Okay, right, well, we have a safety car. There is a massive margin for me to pit and maybe put on some new... Do I have any new softs? No, I only have used softs, so I think I might just stick on the mediums and not risk it. But yeah, why is there a safety car? No one stopped. I suppose a bit of debris, maybe? A track invasion? Stop oil protesters? Bastards. Well, this makes things interesting, because now I've got every single car behind me. Right up my arse. Great. Lovely, that's just what I wanted. I assume it's something to do with the Ferrari at the back, because as you can see, they've just pitted, and they're like way behind everyone. So, yeah, something with that Ferrari. I don't know who Ferrari. Well, which one? I don't know if it's Sainz or Leclerc, or who even drives the Ferrari in this career mode. I genuinely... Wait, don't tell me that's Tsunoda. That could very well be Tsunoda as well, because remember, us and Ferrari have the same colours. No, it can't be. Okay, yeah, Tsunoda's the one, the red one behind, so one of the Ferraris had an absolute shit day at the office. Watch it be Leclerc as well. The Monaco curse continues.
Meanwhile...
Okay, there it is. Safety car in this lap. So let's get those tyres warmed up. For those that are new to my channel, and I say it quite often, if you go on throttle and brake at the same time, you don't have to do all like turning to warm up your tyres. As you can see, just by doing this, my tyres are warming up. So yeah, keep that in mind for your league races and stuff. Now I am actually going to wait. I'm not going to go from here. I'm actually going to wait a bit more and like warm up my tyres a bit. I'm going to get right to the line. And I'm off! Let's go. Decent restart. The reason I've done that is so that I literally have no chance of getting overtaken going into turn 1. And we are away again. Right, end of the first lap with a safety car restart. I managed to build out a 1 second lead. And it is continuing to grow. And that's what we love. Right, so it seems I've got a very, very overpowered Sector 1. I keep gaining ridiculous amounts of time through there. And then it's sort of balanced through Whoa! And then it's sort of balanced through Sector 2 and 3, but yeah. Sector 1, I am foul through there. 2 second lead now. And I gotta say, this is basically more of an endurance race than anything. I mean, 27 laps is a lot. Like, it's a real lot. Lost a bit of time on that lap, I'm not entirely sure why. I did have a massive skid coming out of the exit of the swimming pool chicane. That might be why, but, you know, 3 laps remaining, sitting comfortably still, 1.6 second gap, I mean, what else can I say? It's looking good. Right, penultimate lap starting, and the gap to Perez is actually staying about the same. And as you can see, me and Perez just once again being the different class of the competition. Already, in just a couple laps, we have both built a 4-second gap over a Wassa. Like, we are both just the bollocks, aren't we? And here we go, the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. We are still doing 1 minute 11s on these old, aging, elderly, pensioned medium tyres. Massive skid out of turn 1. Gap to Perez is actually creeping under a second now. He has decided to start dumping some ERS and try and close the gap. But all I need to do is stay composed and don't bin it. I mean, of course, if I do bin it, I'll just use a flashback, but that ain't the point. For the atmosphere and the intensity, I just need to not bin it and bring home this win. And honestly, I still don't think this gives me the championship lead because Perez's form has been so good. Basically, if I didn't have that horrible time in Bahrain, finishing like 7th, and I got like a top 4, I would be leading the championship right now. But what a way to answer. A win in Melbourne with a great strategy that managed to get me the win. Again to Perez, only by like 6/10 or whatever it was. We go to Monaco, another unbelievable qualifying performance. And then once again, I have translated it with another good strategy into the race, round the final corner, bit of a skid, you know how it is. And I'm a back-to-back winner in My Team Career Mode Season 5. Come on! Winning in Monaco is always a fantastic feeling because, I mean, with me, like I said at the beginning, in the comments you can guess how many times I hit the wall. And if you get the answer right, I'll give you a tub of sour cream and onion Pringles. But realistically, I actually crashed less than I thought. And, well, the final answer is 9, is how many times I hit the barriers. And I don't mean like... I mean like taps and shit. I don't mean like actual crashes. Like, so I only actually used 3 flashbacks or so that entire race. So I'm extremely happy with that performance. You can just tell by the fastest lap what a fantastic performance that was. My fastest lap was a whole second quicker than the next fastest lap. Unfortunately for Tsunoda, he had a bit of a stinker. He started P6 and dropped down to P8. Not sure how that happened, but it's some points, you know. Back last season and basically before this season in general, season 1 to 4, none of my teammates could get anywhere close to points. Now we have a driver and a car that allows us to actually score points across both cars. Now the driver's standings are going to look like this. We are still second, but only 4 points away from Perez. So it looks like once again it is going to be between me and Perez. And basically all I need to do is outrace Perez. If he finishes 7th, I need to be finishing 6th. And that's basically it. Iwasa, sorry, not Iwasa, wrong Japanese one. Tsunoda is up to P7. 19 points through 3 races ain't horrible compared to the other drivers we've had. You know, he's still in the mix, you know, have one decent race, he could jump all the way up to like P4. And then going into Constructors, or the Constructors, we have a 15-point gap between us and McLaren. So, it's all to play for. We're only 3 races in out of 16. But what an absolute banger that was. That was an incredible race, an incredible Grand Prix weekend. And overall, I am chuffed with that performance. But for now, that's going to be all from me. I am so excited for F124. We are only 2 or 3 weeks away now. I've got 4 to 5 different series planned. It's going to be incredible. Until then, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.